Friday, bro. Honestly, Friday's PA was beautiful, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, we haven't got this nice of a PA in a long time, and it was just this nice continuation long model that I've took, but I'm gonna also gonna run through the trade that I would have took, or the ones that would have end up playing perfectly, like based on my entry model. And but the trade I took actually was like a continuation pullback model, like a little tight turtle soup, which ended up playing perfectly. So just going into market open right here, we were just kind of displacing heavy, and I think our drawn liquidity was this 1 hour gap right here. This was beautiful. Like right here, I just thought that was like a very nice drawn liquidity, like to help us out plan for the rest of the day. And look where this wicked to, right to the CE of the gap, like perfectly wicked, like like that's just straight up perfection. So after we have after we tapped into it a little bit, NQ created those equal lows on the 5 minute. And as you guys are like good traders, you guys know like equal lows are like a freaking llama in Fortnite. They're just like they're literally free. It's like the strongest draw on liquidity that you can ever take. You know what I'm saying? Equal lows always end up getting hit on NQ. So we market open, we placed up, we generated those equal lows, and then we swept those equal lows and we tapped again into the 1 hour and perfectly quicked into the sea of the gap. So right now, all I'm thinking about is okay, we have a lot of built up LR over here, and I'm like okay, let me look for longs because that's basically like okay, where can you long to in like somewhere like this? Like for example, you have this London high, Asia high, PM high, high of day, which didn't end up getting tapped into, but we also did have like a 15-minute gap right here, which was like a really strong draw on liquidity for me that I wanted to see us end up getting hit, like regards of what the bias for the day was, but my bias was long to 100%. And right here, this was my draw like the whole day. And honestly, there was a trade that would have ended up playing out perfectly, but market like it literally pumped like 150 points in a matter of 2 minutes. 150 points. So we swept those equal lows. We displaced like I always tell people, a nice V-shaped recovery is all you need. Like you see how this is a nice V shape, literally looks like a V-shaped recovery. You don't want an M-shaped recovery. And then we got this IFEG, but this was like what 5 minutes or like 5 minutes in the market open. And I swear to God, I would have actually took this shit like 100%. But based on my entry model, like an IFEG, if it gets inversed, price is always gonna come back and retest it. Not always, but there's some rare cases which price doesn't actually come back and tap into it until it goes long or short. But today, on Friday, it didn't end up. So my entry would have been. So if I took this inverse right here, I mean, just look at my RR, bro. 1.47. I have a 48 point stop. I never do shit like this, and I wouldn't risk it like doing something like this because what if it comes back and taps into it again, and I just got stopped out on like a shitty, like just shit stop placement. Okay, but honestly, this is not a bad setup. IFEG target those highs. All these are internal highs. These almost relative equal highs. So highs, and you move your stop to break even like right at this high, or you could take this a profit. But what is this like 70 point? Beautiful, but I did not end up taking this one. I ended up taking an even nicer trade, a little continuation model that ended up playing perfectly back into those 15-minute gap. And I feel like this one had the most conviction because I knew we were bound to get like fill this. So like you see when I always see this a manipulation move like this, I just know like okay, what do we have here? Just look. No, 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 no. Where are we going? Okay, we have this yep, right here. We have this tap into this. We almost did we almost tapped into this 1 minute. Oh, actually no, sorry. It was on the 5 minute chart. My bad. So right here, We tapped into this 5 minute gap. Okay. Um, wait. Yep. Oh, sorry. Okay. Perfect. We ended up tapping into this gap right here, and like I basically just want to see us either go to that 15 minute unfilled or and this one was always like a nice V-shaped recovery, but I'm gonna show you guys another trade. But this is what I took on my sim funded my funded futures account. I was up like $635, but I was only doing like 5 micros. It was like what 65 points from the market. So I entered like right here 78, and I set my stop right beneath this low, like because this was a protected low. Because ES created this SMT with what the hell is this? So ES created this SMT, which led me to take this entry, which also ended up playing nice. And we also got like a little turtle swoop right here, sweep, tap, and then just long into this gap right here, 15 minute. This trade was pretty fast, like 3 minutes, and boom, TP hit. I trailed my stop to break even once we broke those equal highs. And like, bro, look at those equal highs. Just look. Like this is perfection. You know what I'm talking about? But the next trade that I would have also ended up taking, but I always put like one trade for my day, one trade a day, win or lose, I don't care. And I won that trade, so I was obviously done. I was just watching, and we actually ended up getting the perfect like breaker IFVG model that would have smacked like what 137 points. That's all. That's a lot of points. Okay, so okay, coming right here, we have this 1 minute breaker block formation. And as you can see, price swept this Asia high, displaced a little bit lower. We tapped into this 1 minute gap, displaced, manipulated a little bit lower, and then boom, we tapped in this breaker. And look at this freaking rejection. Just look at this shit, bro. And it also aligned with my like my fib levels because it was like right at the 50%, literally. Like we got in on like literally um premium price, tap into the breaker, and that breaker aligned perfectly. And I know a lot of people who wanted it to come back to one of those gaps, and it never did. But I always say if you have a breaker like above a gap, I would always take that breaker and just have like good stop management. So okay, tap in his breaker, we rejected it. Nothing like look at this rejection. This is like okay, I don't care. I'm longing the fuck out of this shot. This shit. It's a continuation model, okay? And then we tap into this 1 minute fair value inverse fair value gap. Boom. What is this? Inverse that bitch. Set my stop right below this stop, like a 20 point stop, bro. And then what you wanna target? What I was gonna target those okay equal highs again. Like this is probably the not equal but relative equal highs. That was like the strongest draw on liquidity for me. But you could also like long to this gap right here, um this breaker formation. But bro, it's literally like you can target that shit. And look, clean, 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 just absolutely beautiful IFVG breaker. And then boom. So yeah, this was just a beautiful trade that I did not end up taking. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. And hopefully next week, I mean, the government shutdown's over, but hopefully next week we can see some pretty good price action. I'm not sure if we have like news on Monday, but hopefully we see some good stuff, some good volatility to the market, and have a good week, you guys. Take care.